Good afternoon, I'm really glad to see you. And today I'm going to be your teacher. So take your seats, please, and I hope you will feel comfortable in them. Just a few words to introduce myself. My name is Kалинина Е, it's me, and I come from Novosibirsk, and in the picture you can see our theater of opera and ballet. And here you can see a part of my collection. I'm really fond of collecting some jewels. So, to start our lesson, I need some people, some girls to help me. So, let it be Irina. Just stand up and come here. Maybe Ekaterina and Kalina. I hope that you don't mind. So, I want each of you to take one of the flowers. Just take them. And I want all the rest to look at the girls. So first of all to enjoy how they look with the flowers. And now tell me, what can you say about these flowers? Yes. So all of them are yellow. Are all of them the same color, or is this color different?
They're different.
No, they're different shades of yellow.
So is it important for our impressions?
Yes. So the yellow is more cold and it's excellent.
So and which of the flowers do you like most?
Like most cold rose. I think they're all different.
Okay, and the girls with the flowers also look beautiful. And where is it really important for us to be able to distinguish different shades of colors?
I think it's really important for an artist because he needs to choose the color, the right color, to impress his feelings.
And is it important for us as for visitors of art galleries, for example?
I think yes.
And
we also need to know what he wanted to say to us with this color.
So it's very clear for you that different colors and different shades of colors are associated with different feelings and emotions. So thank you a lot. I want you to put the flowers somewhere here. And I want 3 more people to help me and let them be boys. We have 3 boys and 3 cards here. I want you to stand up, to take one of these cards and to do what you see here. Just don't say anything, just do it. So can you use this table? Maybe you can close it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what are you waiting for? Okay, so let's have a look at the pictures and the paintings that we have. So what can you say about them? As for this one, what kind of picture, what kind of painting is it?
Is it a genre painting?
Yeah.
And the background is in blue shades, but you can clearly see that the flower is yellow, and it makes us feel warm inside. It gives us a lot of good vibes, so we feel quite comfortable looking at this one.
So as for this picture that the board has,
It's a still life.
so you know this word, still life. And the last one?
It's a portrait.
And the last one is a portrait. And so once again, the first one, if it's a landscape, or sometimes, land, grounds and scape. Sometimes they call it cityscape. Yeah, cityscape, So, and do all the flowers look the same, or do they look different? So, in different situations, one and the same color can look different. Okay, so thank you a lot. You may take your seat. And can you guess what we are going to talk about today? About visual arts. So, and we will try to understand how different things in the painting make us feel different things. So, we are going to describe paintings. So, let's start. We will start with the following thing. I know that for sure you all know this picture. Am I right?
Yes.
Who is an artist who painted them? So, right, you are. And our first task will be to listen to the small text. It is a text from London National Gallery, and to try to guess what picture of this is described there. So, and let it be two questions. So, the first one, which picture is doesn't absolutely fit the description, and the second question, which picture is described.
Good afternoon. And so for the next half hour or so, we will be focusing upon this. And I was just talking to one of my colleagues a minute or two ago about this picture, saying it really does kind of burn off the wall, doesn't it? And you could even believe that we've actually got a light behind it. It's almost as if it's backlit. It's just so resonant and, yeah, let's use the word dazzling. Now, yellow is his favourite colour because it's the colour of life. It's the colour of sun. And it has a kind of symbolic value that I think we can say works in two ways. First of all, colour, we register colour because of cultural preconceptions. Red equals danger, stop. Green means go. Yellow means happiness. Blue means, oh, I'm sad. So these are things that we learn, but also they are innate properties of the colours. But the colours have a psychological resonance. An artist, that most of the sunflowers here are dead. But these are the seed heads, the dry, prickly seed heads that the petals have fallen off. And you'll see this one here has got just one petal left on it. Now,
so that was our first time of listening. So can you tell me which picture is an old one? So and why?
Because he said that the meaning of the colors, and he said that blue is
So he absolutely told us something about blue color. So does he tell us that there is some blue in the picture? So actually let's listen to it once again. And again, the questions, the task is still the same, but one more thing. So try to listen, try to hear some words or some phrases which can help you to understand what painting is described. So it will be just very fine if different people hear different phrases and then we combine them and we can understand.
good afternoon. And so for the next half hour or so, we will be focusing upon this. And I was just talking to one of my colleagues a minute or two ago about this picture, saying it really does kind of burn off the wall, doesn't it? And you could even believe that we've actually got a light behind it. it's almost as if it's backlit. It's just so resonant and, yeah, let's use the word dazzling. Now, yellow is his favourite colour because it's the colour of life. It's the colour of sun. And it has a kind of symbolic value that I think we can say works in two ways. First of all, colour, we register colour because of cultural preconceptions. Red equals danger, stop. Green means go. Yellow means happiness. Blue means, oh, I'm sad. So these are things that we learn, but also they are innate properties of the colours, that the colours have a psychological resonance. And artists, but most of the sunflowers here are dead. But these are the seed heads, the dry, prickly seed heads that the petals have fallen off. And you'll see this one here has got just one petal left on it. Now,
So any details which may help you to understand what picture is described?
I guess he says that the picture looks like it's burning from the wall. And I guess it really describes the third one, as it has a lot of red to it. Moreover, he tells us about like the dead flowers that you can see one flower with only one petal in it.
So can we ask someone to come and to show us these things? Maybe it will be you
Yeah.
if you can hear it.
I guess that this one, what we said, flower with only one petal on it. The whole like vibe that comes from the picture is like really fiery in some way. It really it's like it shouts at you with the color, and I guess it's the third one.
So I'll ask you to stay here
Okay.
for a little. And any other things that you could hear? Okay. So do all of you agree that it's about the third one? Or maybe any other opinions?
Well, again, he says that there's some kind of a light in the background. You can think that is the second one, as it's really light in the background, and it kind of shows that there's something lit up there.
So and what color does he mention most of the time? So and which picture has the most of yellow color? So and why don't you think that it can be the first one?
Because we see the light on the veins.
And there are also a lot
A lot
of
of dead flowers and they're full of seeds.
Okay, so thank you. I take your seat, and actually it was the first picture described, and there was one more hint for you. Do you know where they have this picture in what museum?
London National Gallery.
In London National Gallery. I told you that the lecturer is from London National Gallery. So I wanted to show you that our perception of color is really important, and even the smallest changes in the color make the pictures look different. Actually, in all of the paintings he had the same sunflowers, but all of the paintings are different. Do you know any other styles of art in which color plays a great role? So and style of art, I mean just impressionism or
Maybe pointillism, because you actually need one color to put a little dot of that, and then all of the colors, it will look a little bit far from the actual painting. They are combining one color, and it just looks amazing.
and it developed from impressionism actually. Of course color matters. Okay, so now I want you to work with different styles of painting and with different styles of painting. So I need some people to help me, to Tony and Elena, to give each student one card. Okay, so does everyone have one? Now have a look at your card, then have a look at the slide, and you will see 3 pictures here. So the information, the phrase that you have on your card suits only one of the phrases. So now I want all of you to stand up. To look what your classmates, what your group mates have, and to form 3 groups. We will have one group who will describe the picture Malika Sal. We have the second group, expressionism. So just move, feel free to move, feel free to see what you have. So so this will help you to understand. So that's actually helpful. So we have the first group, and it's the group of expressionism. So you have the also intense. Aren't they intense? And I see why you have some doubts. Because after part is developed from expressionism. Okay, of course they are similar. But actually your parts are wrong. So okay, do we have 3 groups? Yes. So let's stand so that you don't disturb each other. So let's have one group here, the second group there, and you may stay there. So I'll give you just 1 minute and a half. I want you to discuss what impression the painting that you have on you, having people who see it. And in 1 minute and a half, each group will present their painting, as we are in one together. Okay, so and I would be very grateful if you use English in your discussions. It would be wonderful. So I'm going to translate, but I can help you to understand.
Doesn't give you like melancholic. Gets you to thinking.
So you have 20 seconds left.
Trees, mountains, like the living house. We have the gravity of different wilds and island colors.
Okay, so that's time to start. If you are the first group, so I want all of you to come closer to the slide, and so perhaps you can also show what you are speaking about.
Okay.
Okay, we have painting made it in the style of expressionism. You have like a wild expressive variety of colors and forms. You see how mountains, trees, the whole ground contrasts with each other. You have different shades of purple, violet. Moreover, you see different clouds. It may be rain actually or something.
I see the title, the name.
It's a landscape. It's a sun rays. Okay, this is light coming from the sun. Okay, this makes sense now. Yeah. What else?
Any feelings that you have looking at it?
It's called melancholic, and actually it reminds me of a Beatles song, Norwegian group, and it's really comforting. I feel blessed. I feel very fine right now. Yeah.
Yes, Bill counts a lot, so let's listen to your clues. And I also want some of you to come closer and perhaps to show.
We want to tell you about abstract art. This kind of art is usually a mixture of shapes and colors. Also, abstract art includes non-natural colors. And furthermore, we can point out that on the painting we see lots of colors. It's not an
So, and can you show us some unnatural, non-materialistic colors here?
For example, I'd say that this color is not really naturalistic. We know that naturalistic colors are red, green, blue, or yellow, but this one is like light purple, so it's not really naturalistic.
So, and what about this one? So, what I'm showing to you. Do you have such color in nature?
Yes, it's the color of sand, or for example, wood. So it's quite naturalistic.
Okay, so, besides abstract art includes strong outlines and bold colors.
Moreover, it includes non-naturalistic brushing.
And your feelings and your impressions?
Personally, I feel really amazed by looking at this picture because actually I can't understand.
Okay, so, and again, look. So how do you call it in English?
Nature dies, isn't it?
Still life. To more is a French word, and still life it's in English. So what do you usually have in such paintings? What is this? Right, you are. And what is this? Yeah, and perhaps maybe something like that. No, is it not? It looks like a dog on the table. Okay, so, and the last picture that we have.
Our picture is a masterpiece of impressionism. We can see a woman sitting on something like armchair, I think. I think that she is sitting in front of a mirror. So we see something like her shadow. It looks like the light is going from the back. So there is the illusion of natural light. So the front part of the heroine is darker.
So in impressionism, light is of great importance. Yeah, you can see. And colors, are they as intense as in expressionism?
No, there are no any intense colors, no strong contrasts. So it's great.
I think there are many colors, light colors. So there are
So thanks a lot, and I want one person of the group. So for example, Sonia, Eva, and Elena. So take all the cards. The others can take their seats. I also want you to take some magnets and to put these cards on the blackboard. So that we can see this vocabulary and perhaps we can use it because we are speaking about art today and we call on doing that. So, do you remember the very first slide that I had in the lesson? So when I spoke about myself, so what kind of styles do we have here? It's a portrait, and is it expressionism or impressionism? And which of these two is impressionism and which of them is expressionism?
Expressionism, perhaps with the works.
So, and what did we have in expressionism? What kind of colors? Try to remember the picture. What kind of colors did we have here? Vivid, bright. So where do we have vivid and bright colors?
Yeah, the first one.
In the first and the portrait. So, and the second picture, what genre is it? Still life. And impressionism, the style. And the last one? Yeah. So if I didn't tell you that it's theater, perhaps you wouldn't guess. So, and how did I make such pictures? So, right here, nowadays we have a lot of different applications which help us to turn just our ordinary photos into the works of art. And if you have a look at different filters, you will also see that they are the styles that we discussed. So, this one, do you know it?
It's a moving screen.
And what style is it? It's expressionism, and again the colors are very violent, very expressive. Okay, so let's go further. So we're speaking about describing pictures today, but in what real life situations do we describe them?
When we visit an art gallery.
So, and do you often visit art galleries? Any other situations?
When we go to different exhibitions.
So, do sometimes different exhibitions take part in your city?
Yes.
Any examples?
Recently, there was like a huge exhibition, visual exhibition of works made in expressionism, impressionism, like the modern styles.
So it's really, I think, the most typical situation that we just come to the gallery with our friends, with our relatives, and just look, I like this one, and so on. So what are the situations? On the internet, here you might see pictures and so, or perhaps you can see a picture in your real life and then write something on your blog or your social net. So, and people of what professions usually describe art?
Critics.
And where do they work? Some newspapers, yeah, why not? So, and what can you describe in the picture? So, if you just, so for example, you said emotions, can you find this word here and take this card for you? You said, just try to find it. So, any other ideas, what can you describe? So, yeah, so you just take it and see. And if you don't have your idea, you may just take a pencil, felted pen and write it down. So what else? Emotions, colors?
Maybe like the main subject depicted in there.
Maybe an idea for the painting.
Also try to find such a part. I don't have the word idea, but I have the same idea. Anything else? And think of perhaps a critic. What do they usually speak about? So can you comment, try to find something like that? Yeah, so historical background. So, okay, so who doesn't have any cards? So can you just come and take if something is in? But I have only. No, you can't take just this one. It's without. But stay here. So let's have a look. Let's show to each other what we have. So these are different things that we can describe in a painting, in a picture. Just look around and try to think of some more things that we can describe. You can't just leave Victor without a card.
Technique the artist uses.
So we will be able to write the word technique, to know how it is written in English. And we have one more girl, we have Lisa, who's also without card. Let's imagine the card for her. And what do you mean by it?
Action.
The action. So I will tell you the situations once again in which we describe paintings. And if you think that your card suits this situation, you raise it. Okay? So you are in the art gallery with your friend. What do you discuss? Okay, so you are an art critic. What would you discuss? So look around and maybe you disagree, you can speak about it. So you write in a blog about visiting an art gallery and about a picture you liked. You write an article in an encyclopedia about a picture. Just if it's encyclopedia, you want to include all the information. Okay. So, and now I want to have only the cards which refer to your personality, to your personal feelings. You are in the art gallery. What will you speak about? And if you have such a card, I want you to put it on the blackboard. So, what would you speak about in an art gallery? So it's really, and can you say a few words why will you speak about emotions?
Because we want to discuss our impression the picture.
So can you move these cards there? You are in the art gallery. What would you discuss?
Perhaps the painter's biography, because it's always very interesting to know what we can to offer, for example, to write such an artist.
So, and let's make some further associations with emotions. So emotions, impressions, feelings, what? And what can make you feel something? It can be artist biography, it can be
Message.
it can be message. So let's have your cards also here. So feelings. I have some more magnets. So who has feelings? Maybe some kind of colors. Usually something impresses you. Okay. So now let's imagine that we are in the art gallery. But we spoke about different types of art and about different paintings, and all these paintings were made by foreign artists. Okay? But in Russia we also have a lot of wonderful artists, and you know it. Even in such styles as Impressionism, Expressionism, and so on. And do you know where you can speak about Russian artists? How? do you know any places where we can present our Russian art to the people of the world? So different museums, and if it's not in our country,
Maybe some world exhibitions?
Some
paintings?
do you know about such things as Russian houses?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah? So when such things as Olympic Games take place, we usually build some kind of Russian house and present there different things which tell the other country, people of other countries about Russia. So let's imagine ourselves in such kind of a house. So most people from here, most students will be just visitors in this art gallery. So you will go, you will walk around, you will find the pictures that you like, and if you like them, you will stand and enjoy. We also need 2 people who will work as an art critics. I will give them 2 pictures and they will try to choose which of them they want to present in the Russian house. And one more person, he will be a journalist, a person who just writes a blog. Okay. So who wants to be critics? Who wants to choose? Just any volunteers? Okay, you go. Just come here to your working place. So and can you find a couple? Okay, so you have 2 pictures and choose between them and then put it here. Okay, so and let's have Elena as a blog writer, as a journalist. So and as for all the rest, you just stand up, you walk around, and you enjoy different pictures and be ready to say what you like about them. Okay, I want you to fill the gaps in this text. So where most students stay? Okay? You may just watch them and you will understand. So has everyone chosen the picture that he or she likes? So let's have a look. Okay, so now let's stop here and let's listen to your impressions. Why have you chosen these pictures? Okay, so what have you chosen?
I've chosen the picture of I.C. The name of the picture is Still Life with Flowers and Water. In my opinion, it's a gorgeous picture because the colors are really expressive and everything is very wonderful. You can see vast leaves of flowers, oranges, and the box is flowers.
So, what have you chosen?
We chose picture Red City because we like the color of these pictures. Of this picture goes red and contrasts with colors, different colors of blue.
Okay, so and you had the chance to choose between the pictures which we can present.
Yeah, we decided to choose the art work of Abraham Arkhipov, as you can really see like the mightiness of our nature. You see the different contrasts and different shades of blue, as well as you can see like the coming up morning. You just really see how beautiful our nature and our country is.
So do you now know some Russian impressionists? Impressionists. So Russian impressionists. So is it impressionism?
Perhaps, yeah.
So it's
Maybe.
impressionism. As for Livyansky, is he an impressionist? No, for sure. Okay. So thank you and take your seats, and I want Alina to tell us what she has. So what she can write in her blog.
Today, at the lesson, we've had an unusual experience of visiting the art building. There we've enjoyed three masterpieces of a Russian artist. So it was still life with repairs and range by Alexei Yavlensky. And the masterpieces by Maria Yevleva, Red City, and the masterpieces Winter Morning, such a museum by Abraham Arkhipov. So mostly my classmates admire the painting of Alexei Yevlensky, Still Life with Clouds and Wind. Moreover, some of us have played a role of art experts who choose the paintings for exhibitions. So it were
So who played the role of art experts?
Igor and Liz. So they choose the Winter Morning by Abraham Arkhipov. So what picture would you choose? As for me, I'd like the picture by Yaroslansky, because I'd like the bright color. Yevlensky, sorry. Because I like the colors, they are very bright and contrast, and I also admire that this painting makes me feel happy because of the bright colors.
So thanks a lot for you. And so I can take it. And in the last part of our lesson, I want you to write, just each of you, to think of one association with the lesson and to write it either here or there. Just stand up and write one word or maybe one phrase which is associated with today's lesson. So you can write it on the smartboard. So, and as you have written, okay, so we have written a lot of different phrases, and most of them refer to art and to our impressions, emotions, different colors. So what have we learned today? What have we learned?
we've talked about different artists, about probably their ways to express themselves through the paintings, and about emotions which we get by looking at the paintings and watching the colors.
Okay. So, and on my social net, I will have a post about this lesson, so the text that Kалina has read to us. And the last question was, what picture would you choose? And if you find me on the social net, you may join into the discussion and answer me this question. So, thank you for the lesson. I really enjoyed working with you.
Thank you.